Hello everyone, hi students, and welcome back to Geeks to Geeks. And in this video, we are going to solve the question that you're seeing right now on the screen. So, if you have to practice a good amount of questions, what you can do is you can connect to us on our Discord channel where I post these questions like 2 days or 3 days before giving the solution. So, what you can do is you will have a time for 2 or 3 days to solve the question that I'll be giving. And if you're not able to do that, no problem. I'll be discussing the solution after a few days. That way you can practice a question daily or to improve your coding skills. Also, you will be able to score good marks in Wizard School Coding Tournament 3.0, which is going to happen on 26th of March. So please do register in that also if you're a school student. And without wasting any further time, let's start with solving the question. Okay. So here you can see given an array of n positive integers. So here you know that you have an array, and inside that array you will be having n elements, and all the elements are positive integers. Okay. What we have to do is we have to find the total numbers in the array that are power of 2. Now this question can be changed also. You can be asked the power of threes or fives or four, anything like that. Okay, so you have to just think about another approaches for that, but let's just solve this problem. Okay, now before starting this problem, let me tell you one straightforward thing that any number like 0, whenever you will find 0, you have to count it as 1. Like this will be a power of 0. Why? When 2 raised to the power minus infinity is 0. Okay, if you will see the graph, so it is something like this. Okay, so at infinity, it at minus infinity, it just converges to 0. So 0 will always be counted as 1. Okay, so keep this thing in mind because a few students ask this thing in a question. So according to the maths, according to the graph that we have of any number to the power x, we the number it the answer will be 0 at minus infinity. Okay, so you have to keep this thing in mind. Okay, now let's start with solving how we can do this. So basically here, for any number, what we have to do is the first thing is to see if that number is power of 1 or not, if that number is power of 2 or not. If that number is a power of 2, then we can increase our count by 1. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll first tell you uh, approach to solve this question, and then we will talk about how you can find if that number is a power of 2 or not. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to traverse over this array. You're going to traverse over this array and you're going to pick each and every element. For example, when you will pick 2, 2 is the to like to when if I will ask you something like this, 2 raised to the power x, find the number x where it will give you as answer 2. So you will easily be able to find this x. So 2 raised to the power 1 is 2, right? So that's how your count will increase to 1 for now. Then you will come to the next element, which is 4. Again, 4 is a number that can be achieved by putting a power at 2. So what you can do is you are going to change the increment the count to 2. Whenever you will find 0, you have to increase the count by 1. Then 9 cannot be achieved by any way, like 2 raised to the power x equals to 9. This is I cannot find any value of x over here, right? So this is not possible. So what we are going to do is we are going to move to the next element. Again, we are going to find 0. So 0 will be counted as 1. So we are going to increase the count, and the final value of count is 4. Okay, now, what we have to do is the main concern over here is to check how to know that if a number is power of 2 or not. So basically that can be easily done if you have a little bit knowledge of bit manipulation, okay, or binary number system manipulation. Okay, we're going to use a approach from bit manipulation to find the answer of this. Okay, now what the approach is, basically any number that is a power of 2. For example, let's assume here 8. Okay, if I will say 8, you will say okay, 2 raised to the power 3 is 8, right? Right, so you will say that okay, for x value of x as 3, we can find 8. Now how I can see that if this is a power of 2 or not? So basically, if I'll write the binary representation of this, then it will be 1 0 0 0, right? Now if I will decrease this by 1, so 8 minus 1, that is 7. And if I will write the binary representation of this, then it will be 0 1 1 1, right? Now basically, if I will do the AND operation between these two, if I will do the AND operation between these two, I will get 0. So basically, this approach will help me to understand how I can find how I can find, okay, I guess, okay, it's fine. How I can find if my number is 2 raised to the power, it's is a power of 2 or not. Number can be achieved by putting any power 2 or not. So basically what will happen is you are going to do AND operation between n and n minus 1. If you are going to do AND operation between these two, and if it will return you 0, then in that case this number can be achieved by putting by putting some number to the power of 2. Basically that number is a power of 2 number, okay, otherwise it is not. Okay, so I hope that this thing is clear. Now let's just quickly move to the coding section. Okay, cool. So I hope that the screen is quite visible. So let's start writing the code. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a function where I'm going to count this. Okay, so let me just write the function public static int powers, find powers. Okay, here I will be having a array in square bracket AR. Okay, now inside this what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a count variable int, and initially it will be 0. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate over this array. I equals 0, I is less than ARR dot length, and I plus plus. Okay, now here what I have to do is I have to check. So for that what I'll do is I will just write a function if is of 2. Okay, I will write a function where I'm going to pass ARR of I, and I'm going to check if that is power of 2 or not. If it is, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the count by 1, count plus plus. Otherwise I just don't have to do anything, and at the end what I have to do is I have to just return the count. Before this I have to just return the count, right? Cool. So this is something that will help us to find the powers. Now let me just also write this function is power of 2. So public static, so this will return either true or false. So it will be of type boolean. Boolean, okay, let me make this piece small because of it is a, okay, yeah, okay, is power of 2. Okay, now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a number int n, and here what I have to do is I have to check. First of all we are going to see if n is equal to 0. If n equal to 0, then what I have to do is I have to return true, because as I told you that for 0 we are always going to consider that it is a power of 2 number. Okay, return true. Cool. Otherwise if, okay, yeah, so if my end operation between n and n minus 1, if this is equals to 0, then in that case I'm going to return true. Okay, okay, I'm going to return true. Cool. I hope that this thing is clear. I'm going to return true. Okay, now the next thing is else I will return false. Otherwise I can just write return false at the end. If all of this is not true, then I have to return false. Okay, so yes, that's it. Let's just make an array and let's just find out the answer. Int square bracket ARR equal to, let's just initialize it over here only, 2 comma 0, okay, 0 comma 9 comma 4 comma 0. Okay, let's just put these much elements and let's just call this function find powers. Okay, let's just pass ARR over here. Okay, now let's just run this and let's see if you are getting answer or not. Okay, okay, there's a small mistake. I have put a wrong bracket, wrong closing bracket over here. Let's just run this again and let's see if it is working or not. Okay, again here one bracket, closing bracket is missing. Okay, now I'm hoping that, okay, okay, bad operand types for binary operator. Okay, it is throwing some error. Let's see if how we can just rectify this. Okay, so let's do one thing. Yeah, so basically, this was a small error. Let's just rectify this. So here we have to just enclose this in a bracket. So let's do this. Let's just enclose it in another bracket. That's how the error will be removed. Okay, now let's just run this and let's see if we are getting the correct answer or not. I hope that this time we will not get any error. Okay, so you can see 4 is the correct answer, which is right for this thing. Okay, so yeah, that's it from my side for today's video. I hope that you guys like the question as well as the solution. If you do, please click on the like button. Please share the video with your friends and also subscribe to our channel if you're new. Also, if you are good in coding, do participate in our By Wizard School Coding Tournament 3.0, which is going to happen on 26th of March. That way, you can win really great prizes worth up to 5 lakhs. And that's all from my side. Okay, I'll see you next time. Till then, keep learning, keep coding. Bye bye.